starting from the morning, having a Guru Puja celebration. Post that, we had Guruji come online and bless us this Diwali. And now here with all our friends across the globe, we are all streaming live. So I think we are very very happy. Very very happy Diwali to all of you. I hope may Goddess Lakshmi always stay in your hearts, in our lives forever. Yeah, and let us all feel the abundance of the divine presence in our life. We'll start with Sasha and then we'll continue our session today.
Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Mahavira, Jai Hanuman, Jai Gurudeva Karo Kalyan, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Bajrangabali, Jai Hanuman ki, Jai Hanuman ki. I sing one more bhajan, then Shruti will sing. Yes? Durge, Durge, Devi Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma, Kali Kapali Ma, Kali Kapali Ma, Jagadodari Ma, Jagadodari Ma, Kali Kapali Ma, Kali Kapali Ma, Jagadodari Ma, Jagadodari Ma, Teri Jaya 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 Ma, Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma, Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma, Ananda Sagar Ma, Ananda Sagar Ma, Karuna Sagar Ma, Karuna Sagar Ma, Devi Jaya 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 Ma, Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma, Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma, Devi Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma, Devi Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma, Kali Kapali Ma, Kali Kapali Ma, Jagadodari Ma, Jagadodari Ma, Devi Jaya 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 Ma, Durge, 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 Jaya Jaya Ma.
Wow, so wonderfully sung. Thank you so much, Sasha, for that lovely Bajrang Bali and Devi Bhajan. We'll go to the next, song. Do excuse us for all the noises that you will hear. It is Diwali, and let's celebrate it in that same spirit. With this, I'll just sing another bhajan, which is again to celebrate the Devi Tattva. परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा हे माता विश्वमोहिनी जगदम्बा जय दुर्गा जय दुर्गा महामाया जगदम्बा परमेश्वरी जय दुर्गा जगदीश्वरी जय अम्बा जय दुर्गा जय दुर्गा महामाया जगदम्बा जगमाया जगदम्बा जगदोधारिणी माता दुर्गा जगदोधारिणी माँ जगदोधारिणी माता दुर्गा जगदोधारिणी माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी हे गौरी देवी रण चंडी देवी हे शिव रमणी जागो माँ हे गौरी देवी रण चंडी देवी हे शिव रमणी जागो हे शिव रमणी जागो माँ शिव रमणी जागो माँ जागो जगदो धारिणी माँ जागो जगदो धारिणी माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी हे गौरी देवी रण चंडी देवी हे शिव रमणी जागो माँ हे शिव रमणी जागो माँ हे शिव रमणी जागो माँ जागो जगदो धारिणी माँ जागो जगदो धारिणी माँ जागो जगदो धारिणी माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जागो जागो माँ जननी
ब्यूटीफुल। शिवम, आप गाना चाहेंगे? Okay, you know, guys, in our folklore, all the wisdom is given as a song or a story. So today being the Children's Day, so on all of our behalfs, wishing everybody a happy Children's Day. So today we'll listen to a very beautiful song sung as a tradition in India that talks about the Ram Rajya, because today is the day Lord Rama comes back to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile, and then the whole city gets lit up. So the glory of a perfect being is described as a song. This is one of my favorites. So let's see.
श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ श्री उमामहेश्वराभ्यां वाल्मीकि गुरुदेव के पद पंकज सिरनाय, सुन हे मात सरस्वती, हम पर हो सहाय। मात पिता की वंदना करते बारंबार, गुरुजन राजा प्रजा जन, नमन करो स्वीकार। हम कथा सुनाते राम सकल गुण धाम की, हम कथा सुनाते राम सकल गुण धाम की। ये रामायण है पुण्य कथा श्री राम की, ये रामायण है पुण्य कथा श्री राम की। जम्बूद्वीपे भरतखण्डे आर्यावर्त भारत वर्ष एक नगरी है विख्यात अयोध्या नाम की। यही जन्म भूमि है परम पूज्य श्री राम की। हम कथा सुनाते राम सकल गुण धाम की। ये रामायण है पुण्य कथा श्री राम की, ये रामायण है पुण्य कथा श्री राम की। रघुकुल के राजा धर्मात्मा, चक्रवर्ती दशरथ पुण्यात्मा, संतति हेतु यज्ञ करवाया, धर्म यज्ञ का शुभ फल पाया। नृप घर जन्मे चार कुमारा, रघुकुल दीप जगत आधारा। चारों भ्रातों के शुभ नामा, भरत शत्रुघ्न लक्ष्मण रामा। गुरु वशिष्ठ के गुरुकुल जाके, अल्पकाल विद्या सब पाके। पूर्ण हुई शिक्षा रघुवर पूरन काम की। हम कथा सुनाते राम सकल गुण धाम की। हम कथा सुनाते राम सकल गुण धाम की। ये रामायण है पुण्य कथा श्री राम की। ये रामायण है पुण्य कथा श्री राम की। ये रामायण है पुण्य कथा श्री राम की।
So from the Lord, let's move to the devotee. Everybody loves Hanuman, and today we are going to discuss about the devotion of Lord Hanuman in detail. So prior to that, let's all pray to him. Let's all get this glimpse of devotion like he did. May he bless us with all the strength and all the stamina that is needed on this spiritual path with us. And with this, we close our eyes as we listen to Hanuman Chalisa.
निज मन मुकुर सुधार, वरणो रघुबर विमल यश, जोदायक फलचार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके, सुमिरो लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेश कानन कुंडल कुंचित केश हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुमन केशरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा निकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सब सबरन तुम्हरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित रहीशा यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की कुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लीला ताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि रामि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न दिन पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपन तीनों लोक हांकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की नाशे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत पीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ पावै चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म बिहारी भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट हरे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाय शत बार पाठ कर जाय छूट ही बंदी महासुख होय जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा कीर्तिदास हृदय मारेरा कीर्तिदास हृदय मारेरा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की 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 जय बोलो हनुमान की
Taking your own time, becoming aware of your body and your surroundings. Take a long deep breath in. As you breathe out, big smile, you open your eyes. Now let us right directly move on to the question. What are the qualities of a devotee? Open it out to the team. Where are some?
Start.
Well, yeah, of course, I can start. Yeah. The qualities of the devotee are, well, first of all, is the devotion itself. And what does it mean? To be devoted to somebody, it means that it's unconditional love and trust to the, person or master or somebody to whom, you serve, to whom you are devoted, right? It's not that you're just sitting and thinking, oh, I disagree with what he said. I'm not sure. No, you 100% dedicate your life and thoughts and concentrate to, that particular, uh, the whatever it is, whoever it is. And Hanuman is the, always when we talk about the devotion, Hanuman is said to be a perfect example of the devotee, right? Because his devotion to Lord Rama and subsequently to Rama's brother Lakshmana and the wife of Lord Rama, Sita, it was just beyond the explanation. He was prepared to do absolutely everything, and his devotion was so strong, so he could do the miracles. He had this seat here, right? Because uh, you know people who practice and do some yoga meditations, they can get siddhi. But if their cities are sort of low class and they are only for their own benefit, they don't go high. But if the somebody like Hanuman, he gets such a high forms of city that you remember all this, then he could just pick up the mountain and fly, yeah, for the reason that there was some herbs to help the somebody who needed these herbs. Or you remember this famous thing about the bridge or the way to Lanka, when they were putting the stones in the water, right, with the and saying Ram, yeah. And when you just put the 100% devotion, the stones will be on the water. If there is no devotion, it will fall. For you, it will be like a fairy tale, like, oh, that cannot be. But if you have a devotion, everything is possible for you. Any miracles, any cities, anything. So that's, I think, the devotion is something wonderful. And the devotees also, how can I say, it's like two-way process. The devotees, they give the power to somebody to whom they are devoted, and they get the blessings from that uh, let's say entity or deity or somebody. So that's what I can say.
Alright. So that's a wonderful thought. So for me, if I had to answer this question, like who is a devotee? So I think someone who has a longing, to know beyond life, who has a longing or curiosity, can be a very good devotee. Secondly, I feel if he has Maitri Bhav, someone who is very friendly, yeah, is also a very, can be a perfect devotee, because when you have friendliness, you have compassion, you love every human as a person. So you are devoted to every single person whom you meet. And then I think sincerity and discipline is another aspect of a devotee. If you are a devotee, then I think you will be very, very sincere and truthful. Righteousness will be in your blood. So for you, it will be like, if you're righteous, then you will, if everything around you is righteous and it's correct, then it would be that, you're devoted and you're actually loving. It can't be either way. You can't say I love you and do everything which is not the truth. So I don't believe in that also. So if I had to really term the term, being a devotee, I feel a devotee can be in love, but needs to be truthful to himself as well as people around him. So it's a very, very huge quality. Then only you can be truthful to the divine. Apart from that, I can like if I had to really go a little step deeper and go into an advanced devotee, which we think, I think he should be very self-controlled. Yeah. A devotee is someone who has absolute control on his senses. He doesn't get lost in things that is around him. So that is yeah. Someone who's always surrendered, someone who's always surrendered is a quality of perfect devotee. Like he knows that the divine will take care, he knows that the master will take care. So I think that is and someone who's always steady, who remains in the truth come what may, is very simple, straightforward in the heart, but always is steady in the truth, even if not people around them, but he or she is always in knowledge, always in satsangs, always in the company of the truth. So I think they are fixed. For example, I used to always come what may, you're always singing for Krishna, you're always longing for Krishna, you're always wanting to talk about him. Your speech is also so much like your words are also all related to divine talk. So yeah, that could be my understanding of seeing a devotee. Sasha, do you
Super.
want to add?
Shruti, it's very hard to add anything after your speech, and
Yeah, that was perfect.
yeah, it was so perfectly well said. And since here we see control of the senses and mind. But first of all, one should accept and know and love oneself, and it is very problematic for so many people. And until you are not getting to that point, you are not able to be a devotee. And this is kind of a trap for you, because you will long and wait for unconditional love from somewhere, which you will never get. It will be illusion, a maya. One should love own self and find a guru inside.
Mhm.
This is my experience. I can guarantee you that it works this way. But it's not easy to understand for those who are coming from normal families and healthy families. So we are like two groups of people. Ones are living in the hell, and other are living in the heaven, and they will never meet. And truth is somewhere in between. And this is the bridge we have to build.
Can
Beautiful.
I add something?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
You see, Sasha said actually very, very, right things, that the one has to find the, self, has to find the way to the self to reach this unconditional love, right? And this is like a circle, because when we just turn to, let's say, our human existence, our life, our what happened to us in the past, who we are now, what problems we have in life, and what are people around us having problems, it will not give you this kind of path to the self, to the unconditional love, because people are trapped in the same things, and so on, and all they do, they just want somebody to love them, right? But they don't, they are they are not ready to give the love, right? So the devotion, right, this is what gives you the power, because we concentrate ourselves on somebody, like, let's say, Lord Rama, or Guruji, somebody who is so content, who is so blessed, who you can see that he is really, has this self. And when you are devoted to him, you concentrate your full attention, and you just surrender, that leads you to this self, right? Through devotion. And then you blossom with, inside, and you come to yourself. And then it doesn't matter what people around you, they love you, they don't love you. You are self, right? This is the thing. And it's very good that you raised that topic. So, and devotion is the path that leads you to this, state of, you know, uh, unconditional love to you, and then it starts to spread to everyone and everything around you. That's what I can say about this. So yeah, it's absolutely right to say.
Hanuman, what does Hanuman symbolizes to all of us? If you ask me, for me, if I look at him, um, in fact, I kind of discovered him in a time when I was really, really low in my life and I was looking for strength. Somebody told me, why don't you listen to Hanuman Chalisa? And that is how my first rendezvous with this, with this being came. And I found when I first heard it, then I chanted it, I felt a kind of strength to move on. So my couple of questions around him is this, first is, you know, how each one of you, I would like you to tell about Hanuman. Second is about Lord Hanuman. He was one of the most powerful and a wise king, right? He's a very, very strong and a very powerful king of South India. And yet, he was a perfect servant to his master. As all of you are saying, he was very surrendered. So, is that a quality of a devotee that he can be absolute, absolute number one in whichever arena that you are, and you can be absolutely surrendered? The third question around Hanuman I would like to ask you is, I completely agree with Sasha about going inwards. So it doesn't matter what is that name of the divine. Is your guru, it's your mother, it's Krishna, it's Muhammad, it's Jesus. It doesn't matter, right? It matters, the prayer matter, and the one who prays matter. Of course, to whom you pray also does. Yeah, but I feel, if you look at Hanuman as a story, or if you look at his life, we see that, in order to in a divine devotee relationship, I think the devotee is more stronger. Like, if the devotee is strong, he can actually keep the divine on his shoulders and move on. That is one of the stories around. So devotee is actually stronger than the divine. So these are the three questions I would like to ask you. And the fourth question is, if we happen to meet Lord Hanuman, what would be one or two things that you'd like to ask him? We'll start with
Yeah,
Shruti.
I think I'll answer the last question first, and then I'll go up. So if you have to ask me, if I had to ask, I think for me, my guru has taken all the forms. So whether it is Hanuman, whether it is Sita, whether it's Radha, whether it's everything, I see that in the consciousness, that he plays around. If I had to really ask him, I would ask him that let me always be a servant, but always walk like a king. So that when I'm serving humanity, there are so many other things that can come. But if I'm focused on you, then nothing can change, or nothing within will shift. So the service is the only thing that I always want to ask my master, or the one who will take a form like that in front of me. Secondly, I think the joy in your consciousness and the spirit, just by your presence, that people should feel that it's the master, is another thing that, maybe people will heal in your presence. May he grant me that in this body, is what I will ask him. So that just when you're there, and, when people come to you, they feel his presence rather than this bodily presence. So these are the two things I'll always ask. Of course, all the other qualities will happen in the process. Having said about Hanuman, yes, like you say about strength, I also feel that, I feel if I had to learn or if I've learned anything is how surrendered he was to his master. So that is another thing that I would always want to take away from, having a buck like Hanuman. So I think in his heart also there was only one person, Ram. Whatever he did, but the devotion that he had was something which was cannot be contemplated by any of us, or any number of words don't suffice to what he's actually shown being in love. I will open up the other two questions for Sasha and Vera. I want Sasha to answer. I know she has so many things to share with us.
Well, I don't know.
Before
What do you
Sasha
think?
answers, even I would like to take this question. So, if I meet Lord Hanuman, I will tell him that the way he loved his master. May I also love my master the very very same way, like a ditto. Like I can just tell him ditto, dude. Uh, and that's that. Yeah, Sasha.
For me, it's interesting to see things in metaphorical sense, as Vera also used to do it so frequently. Maybe because we are from West, and it's not in our culture, really, not in our blood. This all Ramayana, or it is not part of our culture, and therefore it's not that easy to see. No, we all see the world from our angle, and I was thinking what it means that he is the son of Vayu, the god of air, and just a normal human lady. Yeah, am I right? And this was this first question, and second question, I want to really understand the essence and meaning why God Surya broke his teeth. Not only teeth, but this whole part, the mouth.
Jaws.
Yes.
Mm.
And I was thinking that maybe this is the meaning of not to be so arrogant, because when you know that you are so powerful and you even able to eat the sun, then how you will be able to serve your master or someone. Maybe this is the meaning. And the Vayu is the most the faster power, the faster element, and also our life is so fast changing. Everything is changing so fast, and our mind is even more faster than the wind itself. Maybe this is somehow corresponding with this epos. I don't know, but I wonder. I'm contemplating on these questions, and for me it is very important to find logic and to be more grounded, because my nature is totally opposite. And I love Hanuman Chalisa. It also gave me so much of strength at the time when I was completely discharged. And I experienced that real power of that chant. I really love it. It's one of my favorite, honestly.
Vera.
Right. Well, there are several aspects actually, apart from the questions. Several questions actually were touched by Sasha, and uh, so it's very interesting that the figure of Hanuman, and yeah, as it was said, Hanuman was actually, first of all, the when you see this iconographic, way of, how people portray him, is a sort of, let's say that he has a human, more or less human body, very strong, very powerful, very energized, right? And a sort of the monkey type face, not exactly monkey, but sort of semi monkey, right? And I would say a very interesting thing that, as you know, in our society, every time there was a lot of prejudice, a lot of things that if you are looking somehow not like, the others, or like it's accepted in society, so they just sort of,
Make you a
sort of you
slave.
are outcast, right? But then Hanuman, you know, doesn't matter the way how he looked like, not human, let's say. And yet, what he did and how he actually expressed himself, and his devotion, and his, everything, like the heroic, the legendary things what he did, they are really makes, they really make people to just, worship him. Doesn't matter in which form he is, right? And in this case, the appearance doesn't matter at all, right? So that is one of the things what really sort of I would like to enlighten. Second thing is that, again, Sasha mentioned that, when Hanuman was born, he was given so much power, and he had so much courage and strength, and so he wanted to eat the sun, and he had, I believe, God Indra wanted to, punish him, and his jaw got broken, and then Lord Shiva interfered, and so, and anyway, Hanuman got so much energy, and to me, it's sort of, again, it's metaphorical how the young people, sometimes they have so much energy, so much you know sort of desire to do something, so they just uh do something which can be a little bit strange, and can lead to the problems. But when they find guru, or when they find something where they can put their energy right, in the right direction, that transforms them, and from some sort of, let's say, rebel, or just uncontrolled, sort of uh, energized, like, like values, this fast, from this, Hanuman transforms to a very, very centered, controlled, having all his powers and emotions and stuff right where they have to be. And he dedicated himself to serving Lord Rama. You see this transformation, right? So, and that gave him even more power, right? So he could do all the other miracles. And yet, you see, one thing what is symbolizing, Hanuman, is, first of all, is this, the devotion, ultimate devotion. And second, being a hero, being a super, power, and all these, things that he was saving Sita, and doing everything for Rama. And if you remember, he also saved Lord Shani. Yeah, we actually have Saturday today. Yeah, it's a day of Shani Dev, and there's like a lot of, let's say, fear about Shani Dev, right? But Hanuman, he wasn't afraid of Shani Dev. Even he saved him, right? And Shani Dev said, if I look at you, you'll have the problems and stuff. And I say, so Shani Dev got on Hanuman's head, right? And the outcome of this was the Shani Dev have to give up and say, okay, 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 I'm not gonna touch your devotees, right? So even Shani Dev gave up, right? So, and yet you can see Hanuman is also extremely friendly, extremely sort of kind, having all this power and stuff. Yet we don't see these kind of examples that he violently just smashed something and somebody, and or no. This is like very, to me Hanuman is one of the most attractive and most uh, you know greatest examples. And yes, the energies of Hanuman, they are present in each one of us, and it can be expressed as devotion, as a heroism, right? As a doing something, good for somebody. Yeah. And our guru is actually teaching us this, and the final thing, this thing, what would you like, would you like to ask Lord Hanuman if I would meet him? Well, uh, just to help all of us to be the same devoted, the same energized, and to have such a clear vision, and to have enough strength and energy to do the right things, to follow our guru, and you know to fight the injustice, but without harming anybody else. So that's what I say.
Beautiful. For me, I think, I agree. For me, if I think about Lord Hanuman, as she said, if even astrologically, if there is a, there is a malefic Rahu, or there's a Shani Mahadasha, or the Sade Sati Shani, it's a good thing to pray and chant Hanuman Chalisa. But for me, I feel as a perfect example of how you can be so strong and yet be so simple. So here we end today, and I pray to him on this day that all the good luck and all the strength comes to all of us who are watching. Stay tuned to us tomorrow. We come with the last and the final episode, and we discuss none other than Lord Rama, one of the most beloved avatar of Lord Vishnu. So here I just would like to tell our audiences, because we have audience coming in from all the all religion, all region. We have people watching us from Turkey to Algeria to New Zealand to States. It isn't about the culture. It is of course about the culture and the people, but more importantly, when we are discussing a Sita or an Urmila or a Hanuman or a Rama, we just want to take some references on how can we lead a better life by taking some learnings from them. Going ahead, we'll have further Christmas is coming in next month, so we'll have sessions with on the life of Lord Jesus as well, and his devotees. We are soon planning to start up, sessions on Kabir and Mirabai. So it doesn't matter. Maybe we can also take up some saints or some inspirations from, East European countries that we don't know. Maybe Vera and Sasha, we can do it together, right? Because I'm sure every part of the world there will be some example of divinity that we all can take references from. Yeah, with this, thank you so much. Shivram, would you like to sing some bhajan? आप कुछ भजन गाना चाहेंगे और हम ये close करेंगे. नेट नेट बहुत खराब है शिवराम.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Shivram, maybe we can have,
Prita?
yeah, so we can have it tomorrow. Shivram, हम कल कर लेंगे. Shruti, you want to end it?
Prita?
Thank you for watching.
One little word.
Yeah,
Hmm?
please.
One, can I suggest one little word? Just because we mentioned that as many people from other countries and all over the world watching us, right? And they might have different religions and different, lifestyles and stuff. And there was a similar question actually raised in one of the lectures by Gurudev, and somebody was saying, "Oh, like I am Christian, and how can it be, that we all talked about this Hindu mythology and stuff?" And basically, the fact you can be any religion, we do have respect for any religion, and this is nothing to do with you know, uh, that. This is more like mythological discussions, right?
Beautiful.
And for the improvement of understanding. And what I like in people is that when you get deeper into that, you have the acceptance for everyone. you know Whatever somebody likes to pray Jesus is fine for me. Somebody is Muslim is absolutely fine for me. Somebody is praying Lord Shiva or Lord Vishnu, or even shamanic practices. It's fine, it's wonderful. you know we're
Absolutely.
not
That's
we're
what I
not
was
here
saying, Mera, here.
touching this.
Yeah, yeah. I was
So
saying the same thing, that it doesn't matter. I even take the example of Sasha, wherein she was saying we start with ourselves. Exactly. So to each his own. Shruti, would you like to add something? To each his
just
own.
spread the joy, that's all.
Yes. Shruti, would you like to add and close? Yeah.
No. So we'll just close our session for now and let us all enjoy Diwali at home as well. Take care, all of you. Bye bye and good night.
Thank you.